thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
All right. What up, YouTube? We are live. Kind of. So, I'm definitely going to be talking about that today. I've been trying to go live for the past 2 days. I don't know what's going on. So, I'm making it up as I go. This is a semi live. I'm recording it live. I'm going to put it out as if it was a live. But we build it as we fly it, man. I have two separate programs. I got Streamlabs and I got OBS. Neither one of them wants to connect to my YouTube so that I can put out a live. I don't know why. Everything on YouTube says it's good, but then when I go into the programs, it's saying it's not connecting or it's not enabled or something like that. Streamlabs telling me I gotta wait 24 hours. OBS, they just saying it's not connecting at all, even though everything's linked up according to YouTube. So we build it as we fly it, in the words of KS. And if anybody out there knows how to deal with these issues, please help a brother out. I'm asking for help. Um, I asked for help from one of my buddies last night. He was helping me out. Everything was starting to align up. We got everything going. I don't know why it's not connecting, but here we are tonight. I made y'all some promises for getting me up to 100 subscribers. I appreciate you all. Thank you, and I'm going to follow through on them promises. So here we go. Let's start it off with the candle of the evening. Now, I'm about to go through my top 5 favorite candles that I have done, my favorite bottles that I've cut so far. And I'm going to go through, and my number one is going to be my pride and joy, the reveal of my pride and joy. So, sitting at number 5, we got the Classe Azul. Now, I really like doing this bottle simply because it's a porcelain bottle, and it was just very fun. I also like the scent. The scent is clean floral linen. Make sure you check us out online, curatedsense.llc.com, and check out our Instagram, curated_sense_LLC. All right, on to number 4. Number 4, now this one was popular online, very popular on my Instagram. This one's sitting at number 4. It is the Amphora tequila bottle. This thing is dope. And the scent in here is Polo Black. Coming in at number 3. This one actually is one of the better shaped ones. This was super fun to make. I can't wait to light it. Number 3, we got the Ship House Vodka bottle. And I call this the Titanic. I nicknamed it that. When I light it, it's going to fill up with water. All right. Number 2, I showed y'all this one before. This one's super fun. I love the scent in here. I think it fits very well. I've sent a couple of these out to some YouTubers. I've sent a couple of these out to some customers. Please, 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 if you got one of these bottles, please drop a comment below. Tell us how you are liking it. Tell us how you like the scent. All of that. This here, the heart bottle. The Sangre de Vida tequila bottle, and the scent in here is vampire blood. So last but not least, this has been my favorite bottle that I have done. I've done a couple of these, maybe 2 or 3. If you've been on my Instagram since I started, you've definitely seen it. And if you're on my Instagram, you've definitely seen it because it is the main photo. It is the main photo. It is that right there. The alien head. You can call it E.T. You can call it whatever you want. This right here is my pride and joy. The figurehead of the company. This is an outer space vodka bottle. I nicknamed it Rick James based on the scent, aka Mary Jane. This candle is amazing smelling. So it is a combination of a bunch of different um, herbaceous essential oils. Got a lot of pine, a lot of cedar. It's very woodsy. It's specifically designed to freshen the air. For those of you who like to get down, if you know what I'm saying. Um, Perfect candle for all my tree huggers out there. It is a great candle. Love this candle right here. I still haven't I still haven't lit it yet. I had another one that I did and I ran that thing down so quick that I've been having to use, a little bit of moderation with this one. I haven't lit it yet. I'm waiting cuz I know once I light it it's just going to stay lit forever. But I love that candle. This is the Pride and Joy. Let me do it one more time. This was the first like uniquely shaped bottle that I ever cut before, and it came out so well, and that's part of why it's the Pride and Joy of the company. Also, I just kind of like the way it looks. I've never seen a bottle like this. Like I've seen a couple interesting bottles. This and the Heart bottle are probably the two most interesting bottles I've ever seen. Um, when I think about it, there's a lot of artistry that goes into these. You know, this takes a lot of skill when it comes to like glass blowing and stuff like that. Like this, if you look at it, like the shapes, the detail, the curves, there's actually some dents like here where the ear is or whatever. It has like a nose on it. Like that takes some real mastery when it comes to glass blowing. Same with this heart. This heart has, I don't know if you all can see that, but it has like arteries on there and stuff like that. Like, give a round of applause to those glass blowers who did that. Oh my goodness, they did a wonderful job. Really love those, and really just I want to find more creative bottles to do. To be honest, I am enjoying the artistry of that and getting into it. Well, let's get it started. Let's get it started. We gonna start it off with some music. So much music has dropped lately, especially in the past like 2, 3 weeks. There's so many albums and things like that that I want to talk about. I'm gonna hold off on talking about them all. I'm just gonna talk about one today. My next video, I'll talk about some of the others. I'm gonna try and stick to like one album per video, so that way if I ever do run into if we run into like a lull in the music drops, I still have stuff to talk about. It might seem like it's a little bit late, but I'm just holding off. Um, I'm gonna talk about, actually I'll talk about two. Number one, I'm gonna talk about this new Juicy J album. Now this new Juicy J album was pretty good. This might be my second favorite album that he has dropped as of late. My first favorite is still always gonna be Still Trippy. That album was just a masterpiece. That album was a masterpiece. But this new album that he just dropped, it was so good. Like, so good. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm trying to pull up, I apologize for the pause. I'm trying to pull up the name of it really quickly. Head on a Swivel. That's what it is. Head on a Swivel. Pause, pause, pause. That album is very good. I like the two songs he did with Wiz. That Let It Go or something like that. That might be my favorite. That might be my favorite one right there. Yeah. Let's Go. Let's Go. Not Let It Go. Let's Go. Let's Go. Wiz Khalifa. That might be one of my favorite songs on that album. Whoo! Turn that on. Put that on in the club and sit back and watch and relax. You gonna see a whole bunch of dancing. That's all I got to say. I love that song. That's a good song. Um, Moving on. The album I really wanted to talk about though, My Boy. Now, a lot of people don't know him. Some people do. If you're a music head, if you like Atlanta music, you probably know him. But I have come across a lot of people who don't know him. But Tracy T, he just came out with an album called Still Tracy. Every song is fire. Every single song is fire. Um, I can play it all the way through. Straight bangers, bro. Put this on in your car and drive around the city with with the doors open, windows down, all that. Blast your music. This album is so good, and I applaud Tracy because he had hit a little downturn when not too long ago, but like last couple years he put out some projects. They're pretty good, but they weren't that like hard hitting. It wasn't what I expected, and he has resurfaced. He has come back to life, and he is putting out some bangers. Woo! Great job, Tracy. Great job with this album. Keep coming out with more, man. That and that Honorable See No mixtape. Oh man, that it. I can play those back to back all the time. They're gonna be number one in my songs I played. All that. Um, I got my top three songs from this. Number three, I have to go with Buck 30. That's a hard song. I love the beats. I love the beat selections for almost all of his music, but I love the beat selections on this album. Number two is called Just Us. That's a great song. And then I think my number one song so far has been this One Deep. Gave me a groupie love, but she one deep. I love this song. It was a great song. Beat was fire. The bars was fire. Everything about this album, A plus. I give it an A plus. I thoroughly enjoyed this album. So great job, Tracy. Good job on that. The thing that I took from this album, and it's kind of the motivation, and it's part of what the motivation for this video is. You know, we all gonna experience setbacks. Um, we all gonna experience setbacks. Setbacks are going to happen along your journey. They're gonna happen in your life. They're You can't avoid them. I went through setbacks just trying to create this stream, just trying to put out the content that I promised. So I promised everybody on Monday I'm going to do, a live stream. I'm going to reveal my pride and joy, this candle right here, and, get going. And here it is. Monday comes. I got everything ready. You know, got my, I done got my programs ready. I'm trying to hop on, and my OBS program isn't linking up to my YouTube. So what did I do? Okay, I gotta figure something else out. Well, I got a Streamlabs account. I still have Streamlabs on my computer. I hop on Streamlabs. Oh, one of my buddies, shout out Aaron Animal, my buddy. He I call him up. I'm like, hey, yo, I gotta quickly put this together. Can you help me out with the Streamlabs? Because he's more familiar with it than I am. Help me get it going. Yeah, yeah, sure, man. So we going through. He got me on the video chat, and we're going through setting up everything. Because when I first got on here, my webcam wasn't connecting right. They had their own settings going on. So I was literally like a blurry, like pixelized view. It wasn't even me like out here. So I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, we get that figured out. Then he shows me the things about the different scenes and stuff like that, and transitioning to the different scenes and all of that. All right, cool. Gave me a quick tutorial on plugging up the music into the program. All right, cool. Then I'm ready to go. He done went to bed. I'm ready to go. I hit live, go live, and no connection. Okay, great. So now what's going on? So it says, oh, well, it's not linked to my YouTube. Well, I linked it to my YouTube, and on YouTube it says it's linked. So what's going on? So I try linking it again. Okay. Try linking it again. Okay. Try linking it again. To the point where I done spent another hour and a half trying to get things connected. And I'm just like, you know what? It's late at this point. It's past the time I said I was even going to be on. It's like 12:30. I'm going to try and figure this out tomorrow. So I wake up this morning, hop on, get everything prepared, get everything going. And I'm looking, and once again, YouTube is saying everything is on there. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I logged out of the YouTube on the program, on my Streamlabs program. Then I re-logged in. Okay, now I'm not getting the same error message. I'm like, okay, cool. So now it's saying things are linked up. I hit go live. Oh, it says live streams aren't enabled with my account. I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube says everything is enabled. So I don't understand why Streamlabs is not enabled when YouTube says everything's good. So then what? Okay, well, now Streamlabs is saying, okay, if it doesn't say enabled within the next 24 hours, then it's not enabled, but give it 24 hours to refresh and really establish the connection. Okay, I don't understand why it has to do that, but whatever. I'm doing what it says. Cool. But if I wait this 24 hours, that means the video won't come out today. It'll come out tomorrow, Wednesday. I told y'all Monday. It's already Tuesday. So I said, well, hey, will it let me do all the functions of a live stream if I just record it? So I did a little practice. I said, I hit record. I hit my little starting scene and start doing my music. Pause the recording. Listen to that video. Oh, everything works. Well, guess what? That's why I'm recording my live. I'm recording my live. Y'all getting it somewhat live. It'll have to be posted, but we figuring out a way to make it work. I told y'all I was coming out with this video. I told y'all I wanted to show y'all the pride and joy. I'm going to do it again. Check me out at CuratedSenseLLC.com. That's my little advertisement. But I got to keep my promises. And I got to figure out a way to get this done. So I'm going to check and see if the connection will work tomorrow. But y'all are getting this video today, because that was my promise. And that's kind of how you have to do with when you run into setbacks, man. When you have setbacks, it doesn't necessarily mean give up. It means you have to persist through the setback. You have to find a way to reach your goal and reach your vision. No one's going to care if you just give up. But what they do want to hear is, if you have a setback, they want to hear how you got through it. And so you have to decide for yourself, okay, this isn't about to block me from getting done what I said I'm going to get done. This isn't going to block me from getting done, what I want to get done. This isn't going to block me from the vision that I have. This isn't going to block me from my goal. And that's where my next piece comes in. It's persistence. You have to persist through these setbacks. Now, I got frustrated as hell. I was mad last night because I really wanted to go live. I really wanted to do my first live stream, have that experience with you all and share it with you all. But I hit setbacks. And you know what? I had to accept the fact that, okay, this is a setback. It's making me pause. It's making me take a step back. It's making me work a little bit harder to figure this thing out. But guess what? Once I have it figured out, I'm not going through this. Not again. Not for real. And that's the thing about persistence. Persistence teaches you, it shows you how to continue. Persistence is the firm continuance of a course of action despite difficulty and setbacks. So that means, all right, I hit a bump in the road. But guess what? I'm gonna still ride the road. I'm gonna still keep pushing forward. I'm gonna still do what it is that I need to do in order to get through my goal. Imagine you riding a bike, right? And you're on your way to whatever destination. In the middle of your ride between where you going and your destination is a big ass hill. That's a setback. Because this big ass hill It's going to slow you down. But guess what? That don't mean you turn your bike around and go home. You have a destination that you are trying to get to. You crank it out, ride your bike up that hill. If you gotta go slower, you gotta go slower. And here's the other part. On the other side of that hill, when you get to the peak, you gotta come back down. And a lot of times when you reach the peak of a setback, because of your persistence, the way down is easy flowing, fast traveling. And that's the point where you're hitting your opportunities. That's the point where you're reaching your goals and things like that. It's always going to be tough on the way to the top. But once you get to the top and you coming back down towards your goal, it's fast paced, fast moving, all that. With this live stream today, man, I was so frustrated. I can't even tell y'all. I was so mad because I was ready. Or at least I thought I was. I followed the steps that I followed the steps that two programs gave me. I did what they said I needed to do. Everything got a green check on it on YouTube, telling me I'm ready to go. And here I am clicking the buttons and ain't nothing working. But you know what that did? Over the night, as I was sleeping, all I could think about was things to add into the show. At first, I was just gonna show you this one candle. I was just gonna show you this. Follow me at CuratedSenseLLC.com. I was just gonna show you that. But then, as I was sleeping, I was like, you know what? No, let me go over a whole top 5 of my favorite unique candles that I've done. I think that would be more interesting in terms of a reveal. Let me do those sorts of things. Let me add in this piece about setbacks, because that's what I experienced last night, was a straight up setback. Let me add this piece about persistence, because I had to persist just to find a way to get this going. I had to find a way to make this video. So, I say that to let you all know, sometimes setbacks, they don't feel good. They don't seem good. But sometimes they put you in a position where you can reflect, you can do a little bit more thinking, you can do a little bit more planning and preparation so that you get a better outcome. And sometimes they put you in a position of where you need to be. Sometimes you need to be in a position where you go and ask for help. That was something I had to do last night. When I was struggling, when I couldn't figure this thing out, I had to call my homie, Aaron Animal. I had to call him. Make sure y'all go check him out on YouTube too. He deserves it because he helped me out. And he deserves it because he got a good channel. He's over there doing some AMV stuff. He's over there doing some reactions to different animes and all sorts of cool things. He used to game and live stream some of his games. Now, if you watching this, brother, I need you to get back on some of them games, man. There's some horror games coming out that I want to see, and I think everybody else wants to see. Man, he had a video, man. This is probably still my favorite video. He and his niece, he was playing a horror game, but his niece was with him, and they were like, doing a reaction and stuff like that. And a jump scare came out, and this girl lifted up out the chair. Pause. Her booty cheeks had rockets from how scared she got. Her glasses came off, earbuds came out, like real comical. We need more of that, bro. That was funny. So if y'all are watching this, make sure you go check him out as well. Subscribe to the channel and tell him I said do more horror games. Now, I digressed a lot. I got off track a little bit, but when you experience a setback and you're trying to persist through and make it through to the other side, don't just do it by yourself. Go and ask for help. Go and ask for assistance. Find somebody who knows more than you and ask them for their help. When you're asking for help, man, the first step is awareness. And this comes with all of it. the first step is always going to be awareness. You have to recognize what you're experiencing. You have to recognize the fact that you need help. And then you got to humble yourself in order to go and receive it. There's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to needing help. I could have sat here, well, I'm going to figure this out by myself. I got this. I can understand this. That's me having my pride in the way. I had to humble myself. I was like, you know what? I have no idea what I'm doing. I have reached the end of my rope when it comes to this internet stuff and technology. Let me go ask somebody who actually does this. And I was able to call my buddy up on the phone and get a little bit of help. Now, this is a simple problem, of course. But when it comes to other problems that you all might be experiencing with your journey, everybody needs help along the way. I said this in many of my videos, but it's a part of life and it's a part of growth. Experiencing setbacks and things like that, they're gonna happen and it's part of your journey. But so is asking for help. So is persisting through. You have to find those people who are, one, willing to help you, two, smarter than you, or more experienced, wiser, whatever you want to call it. And you have to be willing and able to humble yourself and ask for the help that you need. Don't just go to people who, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, you're doing all right. You're fine. Just keep doing." Nah, you need to hear from the people who are actually gonna sit down with you, get real with you, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, and tell you what it is. Don't go to the people who are gonna tell you what you want to hear, because those people, they don't really want to help you. They want to see you continue to be lost. They want to see you continue to struggle. There are people out here where they find entertainment in other struggles. Don't go to them. And it's real. It's very easy to tell who they are. If you approach them with a problem and they don't look at it as a problem, it's that person. Stay away from them. Go to somebody who they're going to keep it real with you. They're willing to consult with you. They're willing to look at what it is that you're going through, and not in a like an embarrassing way, but just to tell you what it is. Like, look, these are the steps you need to take, or you ain't doing this correctly, or that there's more that you could do. Go to the people who are going to keep it real with you and have your best interest at heart. Go to people who are your elders. See if they've been in a situation like what you're going through. Those who have experienced similar situations, you might not want to hear all that they have to say. You might not agree with the way that they went about everything, but at least be open to listening to them and finding out what it is that they have to share, finding out the advice that they have to give. And once you receive that advice, you gotta think it through and you gotta act on it. You can't just hear the words and then say, "Oh, okay, cool," and then go back to doing what you're doing. No, take the steps that they advise. Take the steps that you come up with. Learn how to persist through those setbacks and to get things going. For example, last night, as I'm looking, I'm trying stuff on my own. I'm probably making things worse. My buddy's like, hey, stop doing that. Let me see. Put the camera up to the screen so I can see. And then he said, okay, click this, click that. I had changed one of the settings on accident. Didn't even know, just because I'm sitting around clicking on things. And he was like, hey, you changed that, put that back, and then change this from custom to this. And then boom, my webcam popped up. My sound got back in order. I'm able to do my thing. We didn't figure out the go live part, but that was something that happened after he got off the phone. And we're going to figure that out this evening. So, make sure that you have an open mind. Make sure that you're ability to listen is there. You want to have your ears open, your mind open, and then act on the help that you're given. Put that advice into action. If you get some advice, okay, you need to take these steps. Go and take those steps. Don't try to do them out of order. Don't try to do them in some other way. Do what they tell you to do. Because these are people who, especially if they're trusted, they've gotten through these types of situations before. You can't figure out everything because you don't know everything. None of us do. None of us know everything. And this is a funny thing that I've heard many people say. The older you get, the more you realize the things you don't know. That's why you got to look to others for advice. You got to look to, that's why we have elders. That's why we have elders. You got to look to them for some guidance. You got to look to the more experienced for some guidance. And they'll help you get through it. I had a conversation with one of my cousins a couple days ago. He was telling me, hey, I'm just feeling kind of lost. I'm not understanding what my purpose is and things like that. And in talking to him, this kind of helped me figure out what it is that I wanted to talk about today. When you're feeling lost, when you're feeling like you don't know what your purpose is and things like that, sit down, try to think of your vision. Try to think about what it is that you're interested in. Try to think about what your strengths are. And try to think about how you can use your interests and your strengths to help you grow as a person. Some of the advice that I gave to him, hey, if you're interested in doing a certain type of work, find if they have any certifications. Expand your knowledge of your career field, because that's what's going to let you know you're now taking your interests and you're expanding them out even further. And that's what's going to help you determine what your purpose is. Take your interests, take your strengths, and increase your knowledge in those areas. He talked about maybe wanting to learn the business of the career field that he's in. Okay, cool. So that means you need to learn the skills involved in the career field, but also go and study business. If you want to open up your own business, or if you want to go and do something on your own, study that field that you're in, get those certifications, expand that knowledge, and then go and learn the business side. Because then you can open up your own, and now you're doing something on your own for yourself. And that's going to help reveal what your purpose is. I'm still working on that myself. I'm in a position now where I'm doing a lot of self-reflection. I'm doing a lot of sharing of my experiences with others. And I tell you what, it's making me feel like I am fulfilling my purpose. And that's why I keep doing this. That's why I keep doing the different episodes and things like that. And although I want to change some of the channel, I'm still going to be coming with the motivational pieces. I'm still going to be talking about, how can we be better? How can we be the best version of ourselves? And how can we continue to push forward? So the beautiful part about me doing a recorded live stream, I'm going to hop in and add something. So I wanted to add this. There's also being lost is a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling because, as human beings, we want to have that sense of direction. We want to have the knowledge of, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, those sorts of things. And feeling lost can really mess us up in the head. It can really make you feel like, you're wasting your time, or you're not fulfilling your purpose. You're not doing what you're supposed to. But here's the great part about being lost. It's the kind of dark beauty of it. when you're lost, you're on your way to being found. In order to be found, you have to be lost. So I say that to just it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, it sucks having that feeling of not being certain and not knowing and things like that. But if you continue to persist and push forward, if you keep moving forward, you'll eventually get to where you feel like you are found. And that is a much greater feeling. You'll be so satisfied by knowing, hey, I pushed through this initial feeling of feeling lost. I pushed past the time of when I felt lost, when I didn't know what was going on with myself and things like that. And you will see yourself in a whole different light, but also you will have a much higher level of confidence in yourself and in your work, and a higher value in your self-worth, because you know that you can get through those times. And that's what I wanted to add real quick. Now, I want to thank all you all for listening. I appreciate all the feedback that I have been receiving. Please, please, please continue to leave feedback. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I can constructively fix. All those sorts of things. How did y'all like the little intro music today with the video? I got some things in the works. Especially, I'm once I get this live stream thing figured out, I'm definitely going to be doing some live streaming. So make sure that you check it out. Come join me in the group chat. All of those sorts of things. And we can talk about whatever. You can drop. I plan on doing the lives where it's like you can drop topics into the live, and I'll just talk about them live. Share if I've seen anything about it or anything like that, and then I'll continue dropping the motivational videos, but that'll be its own thing on the side. I want to make the lives to be more about like topic based and like, random topics, things going on and, stuff that I like, but also I want to engage with my subscribers, talk about some stuff that y'all like, talk about some stuff that's going on. So those are some of the changes I want to make, but I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Check us out. Check us out online at curatedsense.llc.com and on Instagram at curated_sense_LLC. Also, I will be creating an Instagram for this channel, a Curated Topics Instagram. So check that out as well. I'm going to be doing some different posts, some different things like that, maybe holding some polls. So check that out as well. It is right now under construction, but when it's up, I'll let everybody know. And thank you all for joining. I will catch y'all on the next one.